KCAA Loma Linda, 1050 AM, 106.5 FM, and now 102.3 FM.
Phone calls. Let's leave it at that. So anyway, she'll be here pretty soon. But we have a fun show today. If you like peanut butter, if you like cookies, like brownies and chocolate chip and some incredible sweets, then you got to stick around and listen to this. It's a great little company here locally in Redlands, and they make incredible products, and we'll get into that a little bit. But first off, hope everybody's doing good. The weather is, I think, nice. It's cold but nice. It keeps changing. That's the thing. It's crazy. Only California, I'm telling you. So, anyway, we can get right into our guest. This is a couple who I went to. It's kind of like a market night event. It was I don't know what it's called, a community pop-up, I guess it's called. I don't know, but what?
Yeah, they have a weekly market, so
okay.
Each Sunday they.
I always wanted to know what it was, but
yeah.
Anyway, we went there. A friend of mine, Bonnie, went there and told me to go there. And like every booth we went to with food, of course, you got to go to food shopping. They kept saying, you got to go to this company, you got to go to this booth, you got to go to this booth and get some great cookies and everything. We're like, wow, what? And we couldn't find you. Then, as we're walking out, it was like, wait a minute, that's them. And of course, you only had a few things left, but I heard nothing but praise about you guys, and that's why I wanted to have you on. And the products I did taste were amazing, and I wanted people to know about it. And so with us is from Casey's Bake Shop, and with us is, let's see, Joe Diaz and Katie Chinnick. Oh, right. It's like a hockey player, Chinnick. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
Anyway.
Happy to be here.
Oh, I'm glad you're here.
Very excited to be here.
You guys were fun to be with. You know, big smiles on your face. You know, what I loved about just meeting you is your passion. You weren't selling it. You were just, it was all love and passion. And, there's always a story behind products. And that's, to me, some of the fun things is learning about that. So, yeah. I don't know who wants to start, but
I think Katie should kind of lead off. This is more or less her gig. I'm here for support and to kind of tell your story.
You kind of hit the nail on the head that food is kind of a passion for me, and it's an expression of love. And I've loved baking since I was a little kid. It's always been a dream to have a bakery.
Was it your mom or grandma or who'd
I baked a lot with my mom. My dad also bakes as well, but. Kind of with everybody in the family, we would always bake, and it was a dream since I was a kid to one day have a bakery, and kind of went in different directions along the way. But
now, do you eat your products? Because look at you. You think of baked goods. Most people in baking are huge, but
yeah, I do taste test. I taste test everything,
really?
But
I tend to do most of the taste and quality control.
Oh, you're not too bad either. So
helpers to taste
good.
Test. Yeah.
Now, how long have you been in business?
It's been a little over a year now that we got started.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I would say a year and a half solid.
Yeah.
Now, how much? First of all, what got you into it? Just the passion and love of doing it, or what?
Yeah. So in about July of 2020, I quit my job and kind of took a leap of faith and decided to go.
Wow. Okay.
And just do everything and go full steam into the bakery and. Take that risk.
It was an interesting process. Her finding out what routes to take, what permits or what licenses were necessary.
Kind of scary, isn't
it? It is. Yeah, to take that leap and then figure it out as I went along, and where you go for what licenses, which ones you need from the county, from the city, and it's a complicated process, but once you get it done, it's really exciting to have it going and have your own bakery going. So it's been a joy.
The overhead's a lot less too.
Right, definitely.
So it kind of started off just with some of my coworkers, really. I'm an electrician, and some of the guys that I would work with, I'd bring them stuff that she had been baking, and hey, what do you think of this? Would you change this? Do you like that? And everybody just had absolutely raving reviews. Oh no, I wouldn't change anything. Leave it be. It's perfect how it is. So on and so forth. And the orders just kind of started coming in from there. And
his company.
Yeah, they actually they placed a rather large order for.
Their clients.
Yeah, for their clients.
So thank you Christmas presents.
Exactly.
Okay.
Kind of thank you Christmas presents for their clients and whatnot. And I mean, that's really just kind of how it started. And then,
getting into markets, getting into we got into Gerard's Market here in Redlands.
Oh,
and
wow.
so that's been kind of the catalyst of a lot of other opportunities that we've gotten into because people have found us there and then found us and placed orders for either weddings or events, or other little coffee shops have found us that way. So
So you're
it's,
working literally full time.
yeah. It's
What other places markets you have it on?
so we're in Gerard's Market in Redlands. We're in BC. And Gerard's Market, for those of you in Redlands, it's on the corner of Cypress and Center.
Central, right.
And here in Redlands. And then BC Fitness Cafe, it's on the corner of Palm Avenue and Redlands Boulevard. And then actually in San Bernardino, we're in Viva La Boba. It's a little boba shop. It's super
cool.
cute, really, really fun vibe in there. And that's on 4th Street downtown. So definitely a fun place to check out. Friday evenings, every Friday, we are at Quick Pick Redlands. And we set up actually with somebody that we met at another market that we went to, Wingman of Redlands. So shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Wingman.
He
Absolutely.
is an incredible
It's barbecue, right?
chicken wings.
All chicken wings.
It's funny. I called them. It's really ironic. We called them. We were starving, and we called them. It's like, it's a restaurant. I never heard of them, and it was just takeout only, so we couldn't really do it.
Yeah,
But
it's incredible.
Yeah, he has a really good, solid product, and he
sets up at Quick Pick on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday
right.
evenings.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's where he's at.
So-
we
you can
we
find
join
him
him
there.
on Friday nights.
Cool.
Yeah, and then Tuesdays through Fridays at Happy Camper Creamery. They're a gelato place here in Redlands.
Where's that one?
Yeah.
So Happy Camper Creamery is located on Nevada. I believe it's Nevada and Redlands Boulevard.
It's near
Escape
and
Brewery.
Thai House.
Okay.
And they're just a little mom and pop
Between
gelato shop.
Amazing
and
gelato.
It's my understanding, kind of like Neapolitan pizza. Has to be made in a certain fashion with certain ingredients, so on and so forth, to actually be considered a Neapolitan pizza.
Right.
Gelato's same way. It has to be made in a certain fashion with certain ingredients, a certain way, and it is our understanding that she has got all of those things, all those
exciting.
boxes checked.
She recently actually won some awards in LA for her gelato. So she's
Wow.
Yeah, her gelato is top notch.
And what's it called?
Happy Camper Creamery.
Okay, we'll have to go there. Okay.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
they actually use our brownies in one of their gelatos. So
Oh, wow,
you can
cool.
find us there. And then every Sunday we're at the Sunday Market Redlands. So currently they're at the Assistencia in Redlands, which
Right.
is on Barton.
That's where I met
Which
you.
is where
Yes,
you
sir.
found
Okay.
us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's a really fun weekly event that we're doing. And then next weekend, actually, we have kind of a bigger event. Is the Redlands Bicycle Classic is here?
huge.
Yeah. So we just got
Yeah,
into
we just
that,
got invited to
so-
do that, so this will be our first time working that, obviously, but
So-
we're
So
excited.
Are you starting to bake now?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
getting
Yeah.
ready, getting prep
Absolutely.
work done, and so we're really excited about that one.
Wow. You guys have come a long way in 1 year.
I'm amazed at
It-
how far it has come. We've been truly blessed. The people have been fantastic. The markets that we do attend, we get regular reoccurring customers and
Well, I've ne-
raving reviews. So it's really nice. It's been very pleasing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I was shocked. I mean, every time I went to someone, have you tried these cookies here? Have you tried? And I'm like, no, where is it? And again, we couldn't find you. There's so many places around there.
Yeah.
And then on the way home, on the way out, it's like, oh, there you are. And
Well,
so
we're
I've
so
ne-
happy. We're so happy you found us.
but I've never had any. I've never heard so many compliments from other people who are not competitors, but in the same
Other
kind of line,
sweet-
vendors.
no, absolutely.
And I was like
Absolutely.
overwhelmed. I've never heard that. So,
Yeah.
but
That's one thing I really like about the community here is the bakers
Supportive.
are really supportive of each other, and we're always sharing like, oh, have you gotten into this place? Have you tried this place for whatever it may be, your supplies or marketing ideas? We're always sharing instead of competing. So it's been really great connecting with other vendors, both in the food world, but also just other vendors who make other amazing crafts. And
we get people sometimes that'll call and ask for a certain thing, And if she doesn't do it, she says, "Hey, that's not really in my wheelhouse." However, I know so and so. How about she'll point them in the direction of somebody who does do that.
Yeah.
So, and we get that a lot from them as well.
Yeah.
That's great. You're listening to the Let's Sign Out show right here on AM 1050, 106.5 FM, and 102.3. Good thing it's behind me. FM, the stations that leave no listeners behind. And with us is two wonderful people from Casey's Bake Shop here in Redlands. It's Joe Diaz and Katie Shinnick.
Chinnick.
Let me write my hair. Okay. Arrow. Okay, there. Duh. See, when there's food in front of me, I completely freak out.
Yeah, and we obviously have some samples here for you today. So.
Oh boy. First of all, how many different products you make?
So we make a variety of cookie flavors. We make your standard chocolate chip, but then one of my personal favorites is our espresso chocolate chip. If you like coffee, it's a winner.
It's a winner. It's a go-to.
Yeah. We do walnut chocolate chip, white chocolate macadamia nut, peanut butter, oatmeal raisin, oatmeal chocolate chip. And one of my other favorite things about being at markets is we get a lot of recommendations or requests from people so one of the new ones is walnut oatmeal. So we haven't done that yet, but I love getting requests from different people of something simple that we could add to the flavor options.
Any strange requests?
You know what? Weird? No. I would say no.
Hey, if it sells to make money, who cares?
Yeah,
exactly. Somebody likes it.
So
right?
I'm very good. You'll find out. I'm very good with people's money. So, hey, you want me to do that? I'll make 1,000 of those. Sure, no problem. Okay, now you do brownies. Now, I tasted your brownies. You had two at the time there. You had the regular brownie, which was very good, but then you had one with a little pepper in it, a little hot peppers in it. That was amazing. Chocolate and hotness goes together so well, and you guys really nailed it. And you don't see that too often.
Right.
So I highly recommend doing more stuff like that.
Yeah, so we have a habanero infused brownie. We have a blood orange infused brownie.
Oh, really? Oh.
And Meyer lemon.
Oh, wow.
And they're done with infused olive oils, so you're getting the actual real flavors out of it. You're not getting a fake extract.
That artificial
exactly.
taste.
So they're real pleasing and subtle. I mean, you're still gonna get that good chocolate brownie taste with the hint of whatever else is in there.
What would you say is the key to your success in terms of your ingredients? What makes your cookies better than others?
I'd say we focus on using really high quality ingredient from every stage of the process. High quality butter, high quality chocolate, high quality sugar. If you skimp on any of those steps, you're going to taste it in the end. So if you spend that little bit more money for that better butter and that better chocolate, that cookie in the end you're gonna taste it, and it's gonna you're gonna remember it. So
how long did it take you to do the testing? Oh, there's she. Hey, come in, Izzy. Yay, Izzy's here. Are you smiling? Okay. I was telling the audience we were planning a trip and just being on the phone to getting questions answered. The last person she was talking to sounded like she was talking underwater and a low voice. So it's like, and Izzy's like, huh?
Yeah, that'll get you nowhere.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Anyway, you ready? You ready to talk food now?
Sure.
Cool.
Awesome.
So they've been doing this about 1.5 years, and like I said, Izzy was with me. We went at the fair, at the market, and everyone kept telling us about it. That's the thing that just blew our mind. We couldn't find it, and then we were ready to go home, and that's when we found them.
Yeah.
And very, very nice people and great products. So we just talked about. So you make 3 brownies?
standard
four because she has a standard good old chocolate brownie, and then she has the Meyer lemon, the blood orange, and the habanero.
and walnut.
Oh, and walnut. So I guess 5 technically.
See, the lemon and orange. You never hear that.
Yeah.
Which is a brilliant thing. Then you have the spicy
The habanero one, yes,
yeah,
sir.
Izzy hasn't tasted that one, so who wants to hear her taste it? But, and what?
He ate it all, by the way.
Not
That's
all
what
of
it
it.
is.
Not
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
I'll lose weight here.
I believe today she only has the blood orange and the
cool.
standard too.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Perfect.
She doesn't like hotness anyways. Okay, and then in terms of how many batches do you make? Would you say to trial and error? Because that's usually the fun stories out of that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, figuring out proper bake times.
How much do you have to throw away?
you know,
It really doesn't get thrown away. It kind of goes to
Okay.
my
Yeah.
coworkers. You know,
Exactly.
they'll
Guys
eat
will eat
anything.
anything. Yeah.
We will eat anything.
yeah.
They're your test subjects.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So
Or you find another purpose. Oh, it didn't bake the way it was supposed to, but we can turn it into a different dessert. Let's throw some ice cream on top, or do something else with it. So it gets utilized in other ways. So
yeah,
there's
not
too much
yeah, not
waste.
too much ends up in
but-
the actual trash.
Yeah.
But as far as figuring out what we want to actually take to the market, so to speak, I believe it took her maybe three different batches to really lock down the timing and whatnot of
Wow.
like the brownies.
Yeah.
She did one. I want to say she had 3 or 4 trays in the oven, and she pulled it out at say 45 minutes. And then we tested it and thought, you know what, they should probably go 3 minutes longer. So then she did another batch, and okay, that was a little far. Maybe let's back that one off a minute.
Right.
And so by about 3 or 4, I think we nailed it. And
Did she lose her temper? Did she throw anything?
no.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Well, no,
So I've done that cooking.
it happens.
Something that I once had company coming over, and I made baked potatoes, and they were just mushed. Oh. And that's the first time I said a word, and then I just threw it
And
against the
Allan
wall.
throws it in the trash.
I threw it against the wall, then I scraped it off, and
See, the beauty with cooking is you can kind of take that ruined mashed potato and
baking's different.
Baking's different. Baking's a
Yeah.
science. Baking's
It re-
chemistry. It's
And if you forget an ingredient, you don't know until you've made
Yeah.
the whole batch, and there was
Which
no
happens.
baking soda in there.
Oh,
Whoops.
I've been there, done that.
We've all done that. So.
absolutely.
And Izzy, just because you missed the first part,
Yep.
it's no fat in this stuff. Look at her. I mean, she eats a lot, and look at her. She weighs 100 pounds, and me too. I mean, it's amazing. So
Hey, I like that.
we can binge out on this. So
Yeah.
okay, let's talk about some of the stuff we have in front of us. What are the most popular ones? Let's start with that.
I would say, I mean, who doesn't like a good old chocolate chip cookie? I would say that is probably our staple.
Without
you go.
without giving away a secret, what kind of chocolate do you use?
Ghirardelli.
Oh, okay, good
Yeah.
stuff.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, they're nice and heavy.
I know, they are. And you can tell they're moist. Because you can tell, like, if they're crummy, if you look at them, they look like all crummy looking.
Yeah, no, and that's one thing that we both enjoy. It's kind of like pancakes. I want my pancakes with the nice crisp around the edge, but I
Yeah.
want it soft in the middle.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what we got
Exactly.
going on here.
Hey, Joe, you want a bite? Come on.
Yeah, we
Come
got
join us.
we got another one in here.
Here, here is
Come
he.
on, come join us.
Wow, very very moist.
There you go, brother.
Well, it's really nice.
Okay, Joe, engineer, just got his opening of the package.
They're
I
chewy.
just got mine in my
You get the
hand.
crunchy on the outside, so you get the crunch, you get
Yeah.
the chew.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mmm.
Now Izzy doesn't like chocolate chip cookies. I'm being honest with you.
I don't.
See, that's the best critic,
If
though.
she-
Yes.
Oh, she is.
Yes. So I have a coworker when we first did the blood orange. He loves brownies. He cannot stand that fruit and chocolate combination. It's just not his thing. So when I told him that I wanted to bring him some stuff for him to try, he immediately was turned off. No, I don't want that type of thing. And I kind of kept poking. Oh, come on, just take a bite, just try it. And he absolutely loved it. And so for me, having somebody who, like Izzy, oh, I don't like chocolate chip cookies, and then they eat one and go, oh, wow, this is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
That means a lot for us.
The other thing too that I really like, being someone. First of all, I'm diabetic. Someone who goes to diabetic coma tonight, but it's worth it. Is a lot of times the cookies you just pop them in your mouth and they're done with.
Yeah.
This thing you chew on it. It takes a while.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
can
need a
savor it,
dozen of
yeah.
them to say wow. So if you're on a diet, if you're watching yourself like I always am, this is perfect
Yeah.
because it's just enough to give you a satisfaction. I mean, let Izzy talk. She's the one that's having a food orgasm here.
Okay, crisp on the outside, but as soon as you pass that crisp, it becomes a little bit more chewy on the inside. And soft and moist, full of flavor, full of chocolate chips. So for anybody that loves chocolate, that would be like right up your alley.
So moist.
I mean, there's so much chocolate. It's literally hardly any cookie, but it's so amazing.
So you suggest more dough, less
No,
chocolate?
I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect. I mean, and for somebody that don't like chocolate chip cookies,
That's awesome.
Okay.
yeah,
I have
there
to
you
throw
go.
something in there. She has a friend who, at one point, during the whole taste testing of everything, she had some friends of hers come over, and they had a party, and Katie baked them a bunch of cookies, and they were just like, "Oh, everything was so good, but there's too much chocolate in the chocolate chip cookies." And for us,
So
we're
we're
like,
I'm kidding.
Is there such a thing?
"Yeah, we're like, come on,
Go
really,
buy Chips Ahoy, then
really."
Yeah.
you get ripped off. Some.
So Joe, as you're okay, he looks like he just had an orgasm. Sorry, but that's his face. Like, whoa, wow. Okay. Any comments, Joe?
Awesome.
He
Awesome.
said
Good.
awesome.
Okay,
you
what's
so
your
much.
next favorite one?
So the next one would have to be the espresso,
Espresso.
chocolate chip.
Wow.
So any coffee lover out there, this is a go-to.
Okay, that's
Joe,
me.
I believe we have another one here if you would like to try this as well. It's
Espresso.
espresso chocolate chip. So it's got a hint of coffee to it. Yeah.
You can have. You want a bite of mine? I didn't split one with you.
Now, again, you can get these at Gerard's. I mean, there's a lot of places.
Absolutely.
Or what's the other way? You don't sell them on the internet right now, but you're planning on that,
Yeah,
right?
our website's still under construction, but you can order either through Instagram or email, or you can just call and either text or leave a message or leave a message
Well,
with
just give your
me.
phone number out.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's Casey's Bake Shop from Redlands, California, and the phone number is 909-583 1152.
Yes.
Sorry, I have no glasses
more
on.
cookies.
And I'm like, hello.
Izzy, try it. You're a coffee drinker.
Oh,
big
yeah.
time.
Okay.
Taste this. Wow.
I love coffee flavor stuff, so. Oh yeah.
And it's not done with the coffee extract, or there's actual real espresso powder in there.
Okay.
That's
Yeah, that's my personal favorite.
oh yeah. This
Yum.
is spectacular.
I
Wow.
love coffee anything, so oh my gosh.
And I love adding coffee to anything chocolate because it enhances that
together.
chocolate
Yes.
flavor, and it's just makes it even better.
So good.
Okay, what else?
So the next
butter?
next for me would have to be peanut butter.
Okay.
I love the peanut butter.
I would
Joe,
like a little bit little.
I mean, we got plenty, man. No peanut butter for Joe. That's okay.
And Izzy, she's
Okay, I'll take a bite.
allergic to peanut butter.
Oh,
She'll
no,
try.
I'm allergic to peanuts. The peanut butter's not so severe. I don't like going to
Right.
anaphylactic shock, but the peanuts itself is.
How do you package this? Do you do this by hand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes. So
They're
that's
secure. When I first saw them, like simply Mickey Mouse, it took me about an hour and a half to open it up.
Okay, they're nicely sealed for somebody that's germ phobic. This is like nicely sealed. Plus, it has a fold over. It's so nicely packaged. I think
Thank you.
it makes amazing gifts. I mean, if somebody wanted to give a cookie like gift package, this is perfect. Okay.
Thank you. And we have people do them for like wedding favors as well, so they can put
yeah.
their own little sticker on there and have their save the date on there.
My
or-
mom's in a nursing home. She just turned 101. And when she turns 102, this is what we're going to give. Oh, we fed all our nurses. All
I
the
think her
people staff
nurses
there.
will love this.
Oh,
Oh my god. Okay. This is
Again,
really good.
it's crispy on the outside, but moist on the inside and chewy on the
And a little bit crumbly, you know, like peanut butter would be.
Right.
So it's a little bit crumbly, but it's just enough crumble, not like it's falling apart in your mouth. But it just melts and it just gets all sticky, you know, like
so
how
good.
peanut butter would be. Yum.
Okay, next one. I can't wait. This is
next we have probably good old plain old oatmeal.
good. Okay, good. Open
you
the
go.
wrong with that.
I love oatmeal, so yay.
So we have three of our oatmeal varieties today. We have plain oatmeal, oatmeal chocolate chip, and oatmeal raisin. So
Oh, really?
you can just kind of line them up, and you guys go for it if you'd like.
We'll try the rate.
Uh-oh.
Here.
Okay. This is my lunch.
I know. We haven't eaten.
So Izzy, if you take and kind of open them like a chip bag from the bottom here, like underneath the seal, it kind of helps open the.
Yeah. I like, you know, I'm a little neurotic, so I like neatly open things and a little crazy.
The chewiness. Taste this. Here, try this one.
I'm still trying to
I know.
open it. I'm
I'm
a
telling you.
idiot. I tell you.
And so that there, I believe, is just the plain oatmeal.
Oh, but the chewiness of it.
Yes. For me, it goes chocolate chip, peanut butter, oatmeal. Those are my top 3.
Plus, you feel like you're eating healthy, right?
Exactly.
It's
Boy,
breakfast.
Boy, fiber,
I mean,
go to the bathroom good and heart healthy.
breakfast a champion right there.
Nice and chewy.
It's
Just
chew-
enough moist.
I can't compare this to any cookies I've
Even okay, usually I'm like oatmeal with no raisin. Are you kidding me? Boring.
Right.
No, there's tons of flavor to this. Nice texture. You know that the oats you used are like full oats, so you actually have those. You can feel those
little
texture when you
bites.
bites and you like bounce back at you, and then has really good, just enough cinnamon flavor in it.
Rum raisin. Gotta do that next. Rum raisin with a little pepper in it.
Oh,
She's making a note right now.
With a little jalapeno rum raisin oatmeal. Oh,
She's making notes right now. It would be the Allan special.
huh? That they have a brownie that way. It's good. Yeah,
it's good.
It's excellent. Okay, wow, that was really good.
So if you
Okay,
want,
next.
there's oatmeal
Next.
raisin and oatmeal chocolate chip there.
Try the raisin one.
Raisin. This is chocolate chip for you.
Okay.
Raisin for me.
Now what's in here? We got what? Oats, flour, brown sugar, butter, egg, chocolate chips, molasses, baking soda, salt, vanilla, cinnamon, and nutmeg. No junk.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yum.
Now you said your whole family, your dad and your mom would do this?
Yeah. Everybody likes to bake in the family.
God, and you didn't adopt me? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, but being a baker, it's like you have to be so precise.
You do. It's
It's
it
a
is-
science, and so I'm the type like, oh, throw a little bit of this, throw a little
Yeah,
bit of that.
and that's me.
Like,
That's
he's-
cooking. I
he's
love
the
to
cook.
cook. and
Cooking you
that's-
could do that with.
You
but
can.
Baking,
Yes.
no. I
Yes.
took one. I went to chef school for a year and a half, and then before I
Ooh.
decided this is crazy. But in terms of baking, I took one class, and oh my God, you are a scientist between humidity and yeast
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yum.
So which one do you have there, Izzy? The
The oatmeal raisin.
Hmm.
That's like my favorite anyway. So this is like over the top. It's just enough caramelization of the
chocolate chip too.
raisin. Yum.
Wow.
Okay. That's my favorite.
We're gonna.
The second.
We're looking at a business to invest in, so we'll.
Right? Yum. So good.
Okay, what else is
So
on there?
after that, we have the white chocolate macadamia nut.
Oh my goodness.
Here goes that.
Okay, if anybody can see us,
She's gonna yell at me afterwards.
we
Why can
have
they-
a pile of basically cookies in front of us. I haven't even like. Oh my gosh. Here you go. Okay.
So we get a lot of people who just don't like chocolate, and that I will never understand. But that I don't understand people that don't like bacon
There's some
either.
people they're allergic. Like a friend of hers is allergic.
Now that's
Like
acceptable.
chocolate, yeah.
That is accepted. That is the only thing that I will accept. Other than that, I don't get it. But
You and I are gonna
so-
get along great.
So for those people, you know, they request a lot of the white chocolate, and I mean, we get a lot of raving reviews on those as well.
Look, I opened mine.
She's so
Ooh.
proud of herself. She
Look,
opened it.
look, it's nice and chewy. Look, it bends nicely. It doesn't snap. It's like sticking to itself.
See, and
Yum.
up until these cookies, I have always said that white chocolate was blasphemous.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was actually one of my coworkers, it was his sister-in-law, that asked, do you guys make a white chocolate macadamia nut? Which at the time we did not. Neither of us like white chocolate. Well, it's not about us. And so she went ahead and made a recipe and asked me if I wanted to try one. I promptly said no. And I gave in, and you know what? I'm blown away at how
Now,
good
see,
they are.
this cookie I think would be great with a different. If you add a third element to it, like I said, a raspberry, or
cranberries or-
cranberry,
Yeah.
yeah, something like that would really.
Especially during the holidays, that would be
Yeah.
a
Oh
fun
yeah,
one to
they'll
do.
make it really festive.
Wow. Okay.
Absolutely.
What else?
Now I believe we have chocolate chip walnut. If you want to try that, or we're down to brownies.
We'll go brownie. Real quick, we're talking to Casey's Bake Shop in Redlands, and give them a call. They'll let you know where they're at and where you can buy them.
At 909-583-1152. Once again, 909-583-1152.
For us older guys, you may want to make these a little bigger, the numbers.
Yeah.
Or give magnifying glasses. See?
Yeah,
There we go.
That would be a good thing. So.
Or you can email them at kc.bakeshop@gmail.com.
Mhm.
kcbakeshop@gmail.com.
Or get a hold of me or Izzy. I'm Mr. MRFoodie1 at outlook.com, and Izzy is
Oh, Miss.Foodie, F-O-O. I'm
She's looking at the cookies.
enthralled at the cookies.
She's
and
like, screw this crap. Tell me
yeah,
to eat.
get the ms.foodie, F-O-D-I-E, at outlook.com.
Cool.
And, Instagram, kc.bakeshop. So everybody, look them
We'll
up.
have to get them.
And Facebook.
Okay, now we have brownies now.
Yeah, so again, today as discussed earlier, we do technically have 5 different flavors. We have good old chocolate, we have walnut chocolate,
Joe.
the blood orange, the Meyer lemon, and the habanero. Today, we have your good old chocolate and your blood orange.
Blood orange or regular? Okay, it's the
Blood
same.
orange or regular, or both?
Regular. Here you go.
Okay, let's try the blood orange.
Awesome.
One thing that I did notice about your other ones, your other brownies, they're heavy.
Yes, they're
Yeah.
very dense.
If I was a cookie, I'd be a brownie, actually. I'd
Yeah.
be a perfect brownie.
And you look at them, you can see what a good brownie, if people like brownie and you like them moist, if you look at them, you can see how it's so dark and moist inside.
it almost glistens.
It does. And it's beautifully, it's not like if I bake a brownie, it looked like, earth crack open, and it
It's like
kind of,
mine.
yeah, the desert just went, blah,
Well, this one says
but this
eat me.
beautiful, yeah, exactly. This is beautifully
Wow.
made. Okay, I'm taking one.
And so these brownies, the plain chocolate brownies, again, Happy Camper Creamery
In Redlands.
here in Redlands, yes.
There's just a gelato place in Redlands.
Ooh, yum.
Yeah.
Oh my God, can you imagine this with gelato?
Well, they sell the
Yeah.
Like
the
over the
yellow one.
top.
Yeah, again, big shout out to Happy Camper Creamery and Wingman Redlands.
Yum.
Wingman, remember we called them.
Oh yes, Wingman. We did call him.
Yeah.
And he's like, we'll only open like it's a pop-up. And I'm
Yeah.
like, we should try that.
This
Yum.
is spectacular. Really,
Thank
really
you.
I
yum.
really like the
appreciate
blood
it.
orange. I mean, I'm not a brownie person. I'm really not a chocolate person.
Right.
So-
And that's fair.
No, but she's being honest with you.
I am. But the blood orange really gives it an interesting twist. So if you're not a pure like chocolate person, I think it's boring. This is really nice because you can really smell the oranges.
It's an overtone.
And
Yeah.
it's an overtone. It's not overwhelming, so it's not like, hit you in the face orange, because that's not totally unpleasant. But this is really nice, very subtle, has that twist of a different flavor. So I really
How
like
about a little
that.
bit orange zest in it?
That would be a good idea to add some.
See,
some
I could be your
fresh
partner. I'll
zest.
give you all the
Yeah,
ideas. You spend the money.
exactly.
I don't want to spend any money.
Yeah.
So Joe, what do you think? Oh, it's like 10 hands up, right?
Good.
I see 10 fingers there almost.
See, and of the flavored ones, I wish we had some of the Meyer lemon ones for you.
Oh.
Those are probably my favorite, and I didn't think it would be.
It's a surprisingly fresh twist to
they're
a
refreshing.
brownie.
They're refreshing. It's
very
so weird.
interesting.
I like lemon, so I love. Actually, I like anything lemon, so I can see myself jumping on that bandwagon.
Yeah, especially with scoop
yum.
ice cream. Or I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
it's not just a nibble on. You can do some great desserts.
Can you
with
imagine
this.
put some like
fresh fruit?
lemon curd, a little bit, touch of lemon curd, a little bit of ice cream,
yes.
a gelato on top with the lemon curd. Ooh,
Absolutely.
So are you
hello.
ready to quit your job and make cookies?
You don't want to eat my cookies. I think you better buy it from Casey's Bake Shop,
Exactly.
because my cookies, people will be throwing it at me.
Another thing that she makes that's pretty popular are her homemade marshmallows, and unfortunately
Oh,
we don't
really?
have any of
Yeah.
those for you today. But she does make homemade marshmallows, and she's got a variety of flavors with those as well. She does a mocha. She does one that's an orange, so it's kind of like a creamsicle.
Fruity Pebble.
Fruity Pebble,
Yeah.
and the Mexican hot chocolate. So it's got
yum.
a touch
Yeah.
of cinnamon and cayenne to it.
And that was another one that I made because I wanted to figure out the science behind it. Like how do you make a marshmallow? It seems so weird. And so that was one that, oh man, there were so many batches that we did go through because you have to do it at a specific temperature, a specific time. The humidity affects it. All of that goes into how the end result, the fluffiness of it.
wow.
So you
that
have
one was a fun one.
You have a lot of patience, don't you?
With baking, yeah, it's
Were you
definitely.
were you a teacher before?
No, I
Just
wasn't.
guessing? Okay.
No.
'cause the patience to bake like this must be incredible. And of course, you've got to taste each batch.
Yeah,
That's-
and figure out what went wrong.
Unfortunately,
Where.
you don't gain weight. I did that when I went to chef school
Yeah, no,
and worked in restaurants. And
blows me away at how she has managed to not gain any weight, and meanwhile, yeah, I just keep packing it on. But I mean, I have to. I have to make sure
the
that
taste
everything's
test
on
threshold.
point.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
I can make sure it's not poison or anything. but-
Quality
Exactly.
control.
Quality control. That's your job.
Absolutely.
Yep, exactly.
Well, I love their passion. I love you. The support you give her is really,
Oh,
really
yeah.
neat. And you know, it's important to have someone who believes in
Yes.
you and does that. And but are there any new products that you're working on that you can tell us? I promise I won't tell a big company about it or anything.
Well, we're kind of.
They're not.
working
They're
on
not necessarily.
a
Well, I guess they would be new to the business and her selling them, but she's been making a handful of tray bake items for years now, and we're thinking about introducing those to.
Like, what do you mean tray bake?
like magic cookie bars, if you've heard of those.
Well, I
they
guess,
have
I
like
guess brownies are even
Yeah.
considered a tray
They're
bake.
a tray bake as
Lemon
well.
bars.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah, lemon bars. So magic cookie bars. They have a graham cracker crust, and then they've got sweetened condensed milk and chocolate, butterscotch, coconut, and they're just this ooey gooey deliciousness. So we're adding a couple new things. So
Any ideas to make this sugar free? Is it possible?
you know,
Or less sugar? Or both sugar and something?
yeah, it's a whole nother process that I just haven't dipped into because
We're
it's
willing
so
to.
different.
We're willing to because we get a lot of people
We do
that
get a lot of
request
requests.
that.
Well, with the keto diet, it's so popular.
Yeah.
I mean, almond flour, almond.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can do so much with it. And our next guest who will be calling in, her company makes almond butter, and you'll taste it. It's amazing almond butter. Probably the
Yeah.
best. I thought I made a good one, but this is the
No,
best.
these are awesome.
Yeah.
They're good, but
Yeah.
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 So, babe,
So, okay, we're talking to Casey's Bake Shop from Redlands, California. And their phone number is 909-583-1152. Once again, it's 909-583-1152. And it's kc.bakeshop@gmail.com. And reach out to them via email, phone number, Instagram, kc.bakeshop, or through Facebook. It's KC ' Bake Shop.
why don't you tell the places you can get them one more time? Gerard's Market in Redlands.
Yeah, Gerard's Market in Redlands, the corner of Cypress and Center. BC Fitness Cafe, which is on the corner of Palm Ave and Redlands Boulevard. Viva La Boba, it's a little boba shop in San Bernardino on 4th Street downtown. Every Friday night, we're at Quick Pick in Redlands, which is on Orange Street, and we're there with Wingman of Redlands. Tuesdays through Fridays, Happy Camper Creamery is open, and you can get one of our brownies and one of their gelato flavors. And then every Sunday, we are at the Sunday Market in Redlands, which is currently at the Assistencia on Barton.
Wow.
And next weekend, you can see us at the Redlands Bicycle Classic. So that'll be downtown in
There's about
Redlands.
20 million people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
I think you're going to sell out.
How many dozens, hundreds of dozens are you making?
Ooh, it's going to be a lot.
We're still actually kind of working the math out on that.
Yeah.
We know it's a
busy weekend.
two-day, all-day event.
Oh, jeez.
And so,
You have to have enough.
it's,
Yeah.
so we really are still kind of crunching the numbers on that.
Well, luckily, cookies defreeze good.
Yeah.
That's one thing about cookies. Any baked goods usually do a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are fresh. You can totally taste
Gotcha.
they're fresh. Because once they've been frozen, you can totally taste it's been
Our,
frozen.
our brownies, actually, one of our favorite way to eat the brownie is
Is
to
ice-
freeze
freeze
it
'em.
and
Oh.
eat
We
it
eat 'em
straight out of the
Yeah.
freezer.
Yeah.
I think they're still soft. You can still bite right through
That should-
it.
Oh, if you
that-
freeze it, make ice cream
Yes.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yes. And now, actually, not
Yeah.
to give too many more. You asked about secrets or whatever. We are actually in the process of coming up with ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah.
So
But maybe you can work with the gelato lady.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what we're
I was
in the
gonna
works
say.
with. So
That would
doing
be
brownie ice cream
awesome.
sandwiches and
Ooh.
You know,
Yum.
to see people like you, some passion and just good people, it's so neat. It makes my heart go.
Well, I mean, it's great products. I mean, it's not something you can buy at the store because I don't think store-bought cookies doesn't taste as good. And these are so I mean, you can just taste the quality. I mean, the crispiness on the outside, the chewiness on the inside. It's moist and melts in your mouth. I mean, it's full packed of, like the white chocolate has tons of white chocolate chip has tons of chocolate chip, and the oatmeal is like dense with like oatmeal, so it's nice and chewy. I mean, it's just, wow.
To me, they're like the perfect product.
It is.
I mean,
It is the product.
When I
and
first
they're
heard
packaged perfectly.
when I first heard cookies, like, yeah, cookies are cookies. But now I guess you've proved me wrong. They're not all the same. But
And everybody's telling you to visit them.
yeah. Well, the thing too is, either you like some people like crunchy and some people like moist. And that's with any cookie that I find.
Right.
This is like the best of both worlds. You get both of them. So for those that like one way, guess what? If you like the other thing, guess what?
Yeah.
And so our goal here with this was kind of just nostalgic, like your grandmother made it, not putting anybody down, but over the last however many years, you get these fads, people shoving candy bars into their cookies and whatnot, and
I
that's
like
just
the
not our
basics.
thing. And I understand that some people want that, and that's okay. But we were going for your timeless classic.
Yeah. Something grandma maybe made you or reminds you of your grandma or your mom or your aunt or
My
somebody
mom
in your
never
family.
baked like this.
Yeah, my mother doesn't bake either.
No.
Yeah, these are amazing. I mean, if you compare it to one of those big brand cookie people, I think this is why it blows them out of the water, because you just really taste the freshness of them.
We appreciate
Really
that.
do.
We
Because you can
appreciate
tell
that.
the pre-made dough versus this, and you can tell the difference of the texture.
And see, I like the moisture of it. I love the just melts, and
Yum.
I don't want to do any more shows today.
You ready to go
I just want to eat cookies.
eat
Go
cookies?
to a diabetic coma. and be happy. But
We appreciate everything.
Yeah.
It's,
no, I
it's
appreciate
fantastic.
meeting you. I'm glad we finally
Absolutely.
got to meet you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Kind of
So
weird
glad
how it happened, but
Yeah.
next time we'll go first to you, then we have everything there.
Right? I know.
So again, it's called KC's the letter K, the letter C, S, KC's.
Apostrophe S.
Yeah, that too. Bake shop.
Easy for you to
Hey,
say.
why don't you give the rest of the information out since I can't read this?
Casey's Bake Shop. They're out of Redlands. It's 909-583-1152. Once again, it's 909-583-1152.
Now, for our friends who are Cantonese speaking,
geez, no,
say it in
not
Cantonese.
again.
You got to. There's
No,
there's
not
got to be
again.
someone out there. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Say
yeah,
more customers for them.
I don't think so, but
For me,
okay.
do it for me.
Oh, geez.
Go ahead.
909-583-1152.
Okay, this is gonna put you over. I'm just telling you, you're gonna be up all night now. When you're done with this, you're gonna have more Cantonese. Like, huh? Who is this? What's this?
That's fantastic.
It's kc.bakeshop@gmail.com. kc.bakeshop@gmail.com.
So, well, I'll tell you, this has been an exciting thing, and one thing good about this too is you can put a lot of spreadables on this, and one of my favorite products is. You can pass them over here. First of all, I'm always on Keto Diet, so this is
To push this over the top.
yeah. This would put over, but it's a company that we first found out about probably about 6 months ago, and I've made my own almond butter, and I thought mine was pretty damn good until I had this one, and this one.
And Allen's almond butter is like gritty, a little bit dense, and
A
hard
little?
to scoop.
A lot.
Yes.
No, this is great. So, anyway, with us is Shanasty, Ireland, and she's a foodie and lifestyle influencer, and she's been talking about Barney almond butter. So, how you doing, Shanasty?
Great. How are you guys doing today?
Good. You probably can't see us, but we're at a table here with two wonderful people who make the most incredible cookies and brownies. I mean, incredible.
Hello there.
And your products they're going to be tasting them and put it over there when they're cookies, I think. So maybe there'll be new people of Barney favorites and everything. So anyway, let's talk about Barney butter a little bit, and let's talk a little about the company. And again, just there's a lot of ways that with spring it brings on a whole new atmosphere of things to eat and everything. And let's get right into that.
Yeah, so Barney butter, of course, is almond butter. It's a great alternative to peanut butter. Not only is it a little bit healthier for you than peanut butter, but also I think one of the things we'd have to take into consideration is nowadays it seems that there's so many different peanut allergies out there. And so just kind of getting acclimated to the taste of almond butter. I have 4 kids, so I'm trying to get them used to the taste of it, and they actually prefer the almond butter even over peanut butter now. So Barney butter, almond butter, of course, is made with blanched almonds, made out in California, only with the best almonds. And it's spoon-worthy and it's craveable. And they have all kinds of different products. They have different flavors. And then they also have little packets to go. It's a great way to just get a boost of protein. Of course, there's other vitamins and minerals in Barney butter as well. And it's also great to throw into your smoothies. You can use it in different recipes. And I think you mentioned some cookies. You could even spread them on top of cookies there.
Well, with us is Joe and Katie, who are cookie makers here. And they just looked at each other like, wow. They took a smell of it.
I'm blown away at its texture so far. It is so smooth.
Yeah.
Most almond butters are gritty.
Yeah. Taste
gritty,
it now.
yeah.
Now you
Okay,
can,
so I've got the chocolate one here.
Yeah.
we put it on a breadstick.
Wow.
Isn't that delicious?
Wow.
It's smooth. It's flavorful. It's roasted and fantastic. Katie's just shaking her head. Yes, she's having a food orgasm with peanut.
That's phenomenal.
And she's an
Almond butter.
amazing baker, so
Yeah.
It's
for her to say
incredible.
this, it's like,
Wow. Now with springtime again, there's a lot of ways people are doing things with diets, and this is a great product to use when you're on a diet, especially if you're on a keto diet, low carb diet.
Absolutely. I think that when we get into the spring season, we always think about spring cleaning our house, but we also need to really take into consideration spring cleaning our diet. I think a lot of people are coming out of hibernation from the winter, and so there are a lot of different ways to do that. Of course, one of my favorite ways is meal prepping. If you have a good idea of the meals that you're going to plan out throughout the night and throughout even the week, it's so much easier to go for those healthier for you eating habits and those recipes as opposed to just going through your local drive-through for a fast food place.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, of course, keeping your shelves stocked with healthier snack foods such as almond butter, vegetables, different things to dip your almond butter with, even little pita chips. You could have fresh fruits and vegetables. It's just so much easier when we become stressed, bored, or just plain hungry to reach for those healthier snacks for you. It just sets you up for success by stocking up on those. And some of the items that you should cut back on, of course, in the spring, let's try to cut back on the alcohol, added sugars, refined grains, and some items you should stock up on are the whole grains, fruits and veggies, healthy fats. All of those things are filled with nutrients that really is what your body needs to help you function and to really feel well during the spring season as well.
Now you can't see the 3 people here.
we're shoving our face full of Barney's butter, almond
so good.
butter.
Isn't it incredible?
We're all having food orgasm.
Yeah. More flavor than any other almond butter that I've had.
And the texture. The texture is what I'm blown away by.
Now you can use this in any recipe, right? I mean, it's not just eating it with peanut butter and jelly type of thing, you can do a whole bunch of stuff with it.
Yeah, there's so many different recipes. One of my actual favorite ones is an almond butter strawberry salad. Guys, this is so simple. All you have to do is whisk together some of that Barney butter, almond butter, and some almond milk until it's nice and creamy and smooth. And then just arrange your spinach, strawberries, kiwi, almonds, avocados, really anything you want to throw into that salad, and drizzle that dressing over top. This is also really great, something that you can throw even in a mason jar if you're heading out the door going to work. Just put the dressing on the side. It's packed with protein. Of course, you've got the leafy greens in there and the fruit as well. So it's just a really simple alternative to just, scooping a spoonful of almond butter on the go.
Right.
Plus, it's creamy. You give them the creaminess, but without all the fat, like, some of the creamy dressing out there in the market,
Yeah, but also they have different textures, different flavors. Let's do the different flavors. You have one that's no sugar added. You've got the regular one. You've got the crunchy, which is my favorite. I mean, it's really, really crunchy. You've got the chocolate.
Last time you didn't let me have any of that because you ate it all, but it's amazing. This is my first time tasting it.
It
We
was a
actually
thought.
opened it.
And what are the ones you have?
Yeah, so we have a hazelnut as well. You had mentioned the crunchy, the creamy. We also have a bare smooth almond butter that's even going to be even more smooth. The original than the original one you have. And another really good thing about the Barney Butter website, if you want to hop over there are tons of recipes on there as well. That's one of the things I love about this website is not only are you going to see all of the different products, but you're also going to find some recipes that you're going to think, hey, I would have never thought to incorporate Barney Butter in that. Or just something completely different for the spring season.
And if you have kids, like I said, this is perfect for kids. And again, with all the allergies and stuff, and
on the celery sticks, yum.
I guess it's now there's a lot of different places you can get this: Whole Foods, Ralph's, Vaughn's, Gelson's, Albertsons, Sprouts. I mean, go on the website and you'll have all the information of where you can get them from. And now, how long has Barney Butter's been around, the company?
Barney Butter has been around. You know what? You asked me too quick. I know that they originally had a different owner, and then they were bought again in the 90s. So they've been around for quite a few years. So they're a well-known brand. And as I mentioned, made out there in California with some of the best almonds around. And I just think that, like you mentioned, you can find them at so many different stores. I just recognize it on the shelf. I'm actually in Ohio. I'm in Columbus, Ohio, and we have it at all of our grocery stores here as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've seen it even at Walmart. We went to a Walmart.
The neighborhood markets have the individual little cups too. It's excellent. Be on the go. Sending kids to the school with it. Take it in your lunch bag to work, or just a regular snack. I mean, it's a healthy snack.
This is actually a lot of people say it's healthy, but it's healthy. Very low carb, full of nutrients, and it's just the flavor-wise. That's what people. Yeah, that's what they get from this, right, Joe and Katie?
Absolutely, it's fantastic.
Yeah, we opened it. The whole room filled up with the almond flavor. I mean, smell, and you don't get that in most almond butters. Even the store-bought ones, the fresh grounded ones, you don't have the smell when you open it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, this is distinctively different and so much better. I mean, I don't make mine anymore. I buy I buy Barney Butter. It's much better.
Yeah, I didn't touch the ones he made, so I definitely will not be sharing these.
Yeah, well, I tried. I like making my own stuff, but some things are better than others, like your cookies, your brownies, and now Barney. So Barney and I have become real good friends, especially being on a low carb diet all the time. So again, the website is Barney BARNEY Butter BUTTER.com. And everything you want to know about them is on there. Are there any new flavors they're coming up with that you can talk about, or any new products?
Not that I can mention right now. I know that you had mentioned you wanted to hear some more of the products. We do have a cacao and a coconut flavor as well. That was one that I don't think you guys have. Maybe you don't. Like I said, I can't see you, so I don't think you have that one.
No, just a crunchy, the original, and
chocolate.
And the chocolate is so good. There's also a hazelnut flavor as well. That's gonna give you a little bit of the taste of kind of Nutella, a little bit, but a little bit better because, of course, we made with the almonds.
Much healthier than Nutella.
Yeah, exactly. And as I mentioned, they also have little packs to go, just grab and go. And honestly, as you guys have already found out, it's just as delicious to just grab a spoonful of it or just a packet to go out the door and just get a really nice burst of protein with some of those added vitamins and minerals in there that you're not going to get with just regular peanut butter.
Wow, what a way to end the show. Two great products, two good people, and really appreciate your enthusiasm and passion. That's what makes this so good. But you're not just selling it. I mean, you really believe in it too, and like we do, and that's what makes it nice. So again, it's barneybutter.com. And Shannon C. Ireland, thank you so much for joining us. And you got it. When you have a new one, you better give us a call. A new flavor.
I will. You guys will be the first to know.
Okay.
Thank you so much for having me on your show again.
Oh, thank you. Be well. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Wow, isn't it amazing? What do you guys think? Isn't it really good? I mean,
it is
amazing.
It is the chocolate one. The flavor of it is incredible.
Have you had almond butter?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like this,
and this is definitely top of the list.
Right. So it's all sprouted almonds from California.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, thank you for listening to the show. Again, we're on every Saturday from 4 to 5, a live show, and it's on AM 1050, 106.5, and 102.3 FM. And thank you, Joe.
Casey's Bake
Thank you
Shop.
very much. We're happy to be here.
Very happy to be
sugar
here.
is
Thank
getting
you so
here,
much.
Thank you so much. Hey, happy eating, everybody. See you next week.
Happy Easter.
Take care.
KCAA. This segment is sponsored by Dickey's Barbecue, now in Yucaipa at 33562 Yucaipa Boulevard in the Vaughn Shopping Center. Dickey's Barbecue, where you can get sauced with 5 delicious barbecue sauces. For the holidays, there's the Dickey's Holiday